The best programming language to learn in 2025 has to go to Python for sure, and there's at least four reasons for this. First is that it's really a key language that's part of this big artificial intelligence, machine learning movement that's been happening for a long time now, honestly, since at least the 60s, but I think it's been part of the cultural zeitgeist for definitely the last 10 years for sure. And Python is not the only language you can do AI and ML in, but it's super strongly supported for those functions. Another reason is that, let's say you want to create a graphical user interface for some sort of app idea you have, and you just want to get it quick, something that works well on Windows, Mac, Linux operating systems, not necessarily mobile yet, but just the desktop applications. Tkinter is a really good Python library that's built specifically for making graphical user interfaces or GUIs for any sort of application you want to make. Let's say you want to make a calculator, you want to make something that helps you do a checklist or something. You can do that and more. I recently created a GUI for a research project that I've been working on, and that's been actually super cool to work on. A third reason is definitely that you want to focus on, let's say, research. Python is strong for that because there's so much research that's happening that uses the Python language, partially because it has so much scientific computing capabilities with things like NumPy and then pandas for data frames, all these things. And also partially because it's an easier language to learn, and that way anyone in the research world can pick it up pretty well. And then a fourth reason is really because if you're not interested in one of these other domains we talked about, like research or artificial intelligence or GUIs, which is totally fine, there's so many other applications, and not necessarily like apps, but what I mean is there's so many other ways of using Python to do some cool coding projects. Not everyone has to do artificial intelligence, and that's totally okay. For example, this is an analog that might sound unrelated, but I think it's related pretty well. Christopher Nolan is my favorite living movie director right now, and he recently said that in his mind, film is more like Heinz than it is like tech, because Heinz just constantly creates ketchup. We know the business model really well. We know that as long as we make a good product and it's not fancy, but it goes out, people like it, then we've succeeded. He thinks film is the same way. And I like that analog because not everything in coding has to be the new techie thing. It doesn't have to be some crazy AI powered thing. Not everything's AI powered. Really, some cool things are a lot more like Heinz in the coding world than they are like an AI thing. And that's totally cool. So literally anything that comes to your mind that you're interested in, whether it's game development, whether it's some other random thing, whether you just want to learn algorithms and you really want to get some practice with data structures as well, or maybe you want to do some fancy scientific mathematical computing, Python's good for so much. It's a really good general purpose programming language. So for those four reasons, and definitely more, but for at least those four, Python, in my opinion, is the best language for coding to learn in 2025. Hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have questions.